So Charles, let's talk a little bit about high school staff appreciation. We've been doing it for 20 years. This is our 20th year. And you're the one who had the idea to start this so long ago. And the first high school staff appreciation was Rides on the Chardonnay. How did you decide that you wanted to do that?
Well, it's interesting. I was talking to a teacher from Watsonville, and in the conversation he said, we really never get appreciated. And I said, well, I think it's time to do that. So came back to the company and set the boat up for all the schools.
So ladies, is it all about the wine tonight, or is it about cocktails? Or beer?
No. It's all about the celebration. For me, it's really about the fact that this is the only thing that teachers get that's not being yelled at on the phone by parents. That's not the only kind of attention that teachers get that's so positive and wonderful. And I love the fact that they celebrate us. I really do. It's very, very, very special night.
It's being able to be with all the people that care for high school students and to be in a place where you feel that energy, and we don't ever get to be together in this way, to be able to be relaxed and feel honored.
We work over at Par Valley High School, and we love it. We feel so appreciated every year, and it's wonderful that you guys do this for us.
So what's your favorite thing about coming?
I think it's seeing everybody else, all the other high schools in the area. We don't get to see them very often, so it's nice, and everybody's having fun. It's a friendly environment, it's just a good time.
We enjoy it. Thank you.
Your favorite thing about coming to this event?
Getting together.
Yes, socializing with our coworkers.
Yes.
The camaraderie and just the generosity of you having us here, it's fun. The great food. It's fun.
Feeling appreciated, actually, feeling acknowledged for the work that we do is really, really lovely, and that means a lot. Yeah. And I also like being able to give back and know that our students can be wonderful employees at the Boardwalk. I appreciate the fact that the Boardwalk provides entry-level jobs for our students and gives them meaningful job experience.
Right on. Okay.
Is there a teacher in your high school at Santa Cruz High that you felt like really made a difference for you?
Well, it certainly was. His name was Alpheus Green, and he taught math, algebra, geometry, trigonometry. And there's a group of us that were so excited about going to class that he just inspired us. And it really set the framework for all of us to get into college.
One of my favorite teachers in high school that I remember very well is Mr. Jim Weir, and he was my English teacher as well as a creative writing teacher. With parents' permission, we went to his house, and that's where we presented our work, whether it be poetry or short story. So it's like a round table poetry club. It was really cool. I think there were snacks. I don't remember that, but I just remember being so nervous, but at the same time, it was something I've never done before, probably will never do again, but it's something that I hold dear to my heart because it was something completely different from a high school point of view.
My English teacher, Ma Borelli, got her when I was a senior. Everybody had been teaching English, for 12 years. I hated English. Hated parsing sentences, hated all that stuff. But she got me at the end and she said, English is important. You ought to pay attention. And so I did. And it opened up a whole lot of things. Opened up Shakespeare, opened up John Donne poetry, the Cavalier poets, all kinds of things. And it also opened up a different texture for stuff. So when I go see a movie today, or when I read a book, or when I see a play, I see it on different levels, mainly because of Ma Borelli, an incredible teacher, and just the nicest person.
Well, one of my favorite memories actually of a faculty member was Arnie Levine. Arnie Levine was our civics teacher in junior high, and the year that he went to Harbor High as a VP was the same year that we went. So we got 6 years of Arnie Levine. One day while I was cutting class, I was in the quad and I was crying, and Arnie came up and he goes, "Sue, what's wrong?" And so I poured out my little heart and told him about my boyfriend and that how, you know, he broke my heart, blah, blah. And he gave me some advice that has stuck with me for my whole life. That in any relationship, you have to be willing to give 60%, by the same token, only receive 40%. And I've really, you know, I've had that information deep down in me all my life. Same boy that I was crying over then. I'm married. We've been married 36 years.
I had a few favorite teachers. Two teachers that come to mind are Julie Minnis and Pete Newell. And they inspired me because they both taught me how to have a curious mind and how to be intellectually curious, and they helped me think of the world differently than I thought of it when I started in their classes. Pete Newell is such a character, and in his health class he would always have these really lively discussions, and he would always call on me when he wanted a contrarian opinion, and I was very good and willing to give it to him. And I think one thing that people remember about Pete Newell is that as part of his final, he always showed the Breakfast Club. And so a whole generation of kids in Santa Cruz that went to Santa Cruz High have intimate familiarity with the Breakfast Club.